I don't blame Aaron Rodgers for wanting to get out of there. Aaron, come here to Nashville. We will treat you
Can
well.
you get rid of that
Mike
pipe dream?
Vrabel is a great
Oh
coach.
God,
What? Mike
that
Vrabel's
is
a great coach. They
it's
got
an absolute pipe dream. He's not going to
why?
Nashville.
Aaron Rodgers.
Ugh.
Is he done with football, or is he just done with Green Bay? They lose last night to the Lions. He throws a bad interception, doesn't play that well. I still think the guy is tremendous. I'd love to see him go to San Francisco. I'd love to see him come here to Tennessee and play action pass with Derrick Henry, get him a wide receiver or two. I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers here in Tennessee. But is he done with football, or is he just done with Green Bay?
Jason, do you remember that famous last iconic scene of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? When Will Smith is looking around that empty living room as Cousin Phil moved everything out and it's just an empty rug, and he's kind of looking around going, wow, it's over. I'm not going to be here anymore. That's what Aaron Rodgers looked like as he was kind of giving everyone their greetings and not their jersey, because this is the last one. It felt like it was over in Green Bay. Now, here's the difference with Aaron Rodgers and most football players. He has created options. The next chapter of his life will obviously doing something in media. Okay, he's made that very clear. I think it's very evident, but it just feels over. Even with this late run, let's be honest, Jason. Let's say they would have won the game yesterday. They would have been 9-8 and one of the last seeds and a pretty significant underdog, I think, going into San Francisco. And some of those throws yesterday, I was with Coach JB yesterday, and he said to me, Steve, he looks like a guy that doesn't even care anymore. I mean, he got bailed out by the referees. I mean, him and that young kid that the Lions got, Kirby Joseph, boy, they had a great chemistry throughout this whole year. And it just didn't look like he was all in. And I've gotten this sense for about a year or two, because the little things have gotten them beat in the playoffs. I think he wants away from Coach Matt LaFleur. And look, he's a difficult, temperamental guy, Aaron Rodgers. But some of those things that LaFleur does as the CEO, the coach, like not showing up to special teams, which absolutely killed them last year, specifically in that playoff game at home, in the way they play the situational football, really bothers Aaron Rodgers, because he's thinking, hey, guys, I can't do this by myself. I've said this to you numerous times throughout this football season, Jason. They have a very good 1-2 punch with Dillon and Jones. They should have leaned on that more. And time again, they get away from it, and they expect Aaron Rodgers to play Superman. And so when people say, what team does he go to? I think first and foremost, he realizes this as a very intelligent guy. He needs to win another ring or two to really secure his legacy as an all-time great. Right now, Jason, in my view, and I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan, but I have to be honest, he's an all-time talent, an all-time arm talent, an all-time passer. But if he's just going to have one Super Bowl win, I don't know if I could put him among the all-time greats.
Well, give me the all-time greats list, because I'm sure Dan Marino's on that list, and he's got one less Super Bowl than Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't Aaron Rodgers have 4 MVP trophies?
Right, but I'll also say this. Dan Marino never had as much talent around him. Jason, where I ding Aaron Rodgers is that the last 3-4 years
they
lost
those receivers.
Right, and no defense. Yeah. They had John Offerdahl and a bunch of Jags. And you know, where I really ding Aaron Rodgers, the last 3-4 years, they've lost a lot of home playoff games. Let's just look at it. The last couple of years, they lost to Tampa in the COVID season at home. They lost to San Francisco at home last year. And there have been other years. The year after the Super Bowl, when Aaron Rodgers was playing at a higher level as I've ever seen, they went 15-1, and I'm thinking, geez, they got a dynasty. They lost at home to the Giants, who made that Cinderella run. When I look at the all-time greats, my Mount Rushmore, this is where me and you agree. I got to put Cool Joe Montana. I still think he has the best footwork, played in the most difficult era. You could hit guys back then. Again, and I don't know where you put Otto Graham or Johnny Unitas. That's another era of football, pre-Super Bowl, basically, right? I would put Tom Brady, based on the overall amount of wins and his high level that he has sustained for 20 years. I don't know who my third and fourth. I think John Elway, in terms of his talent and the fact he went to 5 Super Bowls carrying some very incomplete football teams. I have never held those early Super Bowl losses against him because he carried teams that had no running game, were very small on defense, and when they got up against these NFC monsters after bye weeks with the Super Bowl, they really had no shot. So that fourth one, do we put in a Peyton Manning, or did he have too many playoff losses? I'm not sure. But Rodgers needs that other ring to secure his mug up there on that Mount Rushmore to me.
I wouldn't put him on my Mount Rushmore. The guy you left off, who has a case, it's not a big. He's not the greatest of all time. But if it wasn't for John Elway, if I had to choose one quarterback to win me one game, it would probably be Steve Young. Steve Young was accurate.
Okay.
He was athletic, could run.
Won MVPs.
He was tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tremendous. But I do, where I think you're really on rock solid ground, I think part of the problem in Green Bay is Matt LaFleur, and I think Aaron Rodgers knows it. That team is undisciplined. Yeah. That Walker kid getting tossed out of the game and getting that penalty late, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. And they had a second Green Bay player that also made contact with that trainer. That was with that Lions trainer on the field. That was two of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And I think they kept saying Walker had been thrown out of a game earlier in the season, so it's twice with this guy. That's on Matt LaFleur and the culture they have there in Green Bay. I don't blame Aaron Rodgers for wanting to get out of there. Aaron, come here to Nashville. We will treat you well.
Can you get rid of that
Mike
pipe dream?
Vrabel is a great coach.
Oh, God.
What?
That
Vrabel's a great coach.
It's an absolute pipe dream. He's not going to Nashville. I don't care if he's built a mansion right next to your studio. He's not. Who's he throwing to? Trey Burks? Really? You think?
If you have Aaron Rodgers, guys will want to come. They'll get someone in free agency and they'll draft people that it'll be part of a package. It'll be just like, now it'll work out better than this, but it was like Kawhi Leonard sitting around waiting until they got Paul George and then he went to the Clippers. There'll be a receiver that goes with Aaron Rodgers. Look, OBJ will be out there. And because Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a lot of time, so it's not like
you're endorsing OBJ to join. Why have you done a 540? Because this is much more than a 180.
Well, I'm just saying.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm just saying if you want to. Anyway, Aaron, we'd love to have you here in Nashville. We'll treat you well.